Welcome to the Create a Life That Is Beautiful podcast, your go-to resource for personal development and coaching. I'm your host, Letitia Ringe, and I'm so glad you're here. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I hope you're all doing so incredibly well. Can you believe that we're now in December? I love this time of year. December is one of my most favorite months of the year. And I also love this time of year in London, which is where I am right now. I love London during December because in the lead up to the end of the year, there is just an amazing vibe here. Everyone's out and about. If you go anywhere on the weekends, it's super busy, but everyone is in a really happy mood, which is so great to be around. There's so many celebrations and festivities going on. I personally have had a number of meetups. On the weekend, I met up with our Beautiful You Coaching Academy, people who live here in London and the UK. That was so incredible to meet some new people, to see some people I've known for a long time. And maybe you're listening to this episode right now. And if that's the case, hey, it was so great to meet and connect with you. I had the best time, amazing conversations. I'm just always so impressed with the high standards and integrity that I see in people who are attracted and trained with the Beautiful You Coaching Academy. And so I truly love being a part of that amazing community, which, if you don't know already, is the first organization that I trained with as a life coach back in 2017. So that was my weekend. And coming up, I've actually got an end of year Christmas party coming up that I've organized with the coaches in London and the UK who are in the Life Coach School, which is my second life coaching certification that I have done. That's been really great because I know fewer people within that community. And so it's been really nice to get to know some people who are also within that organization and have trained as coaches. And I wanted to create a end of year Christmas celebration so that we can all feel like we're part of a team. And so I kicked that off and now we're organizing where and what we will be doing. I'm not so great at actually organizing the finer details, so I've asked other people to help with that, but I'm very good at getting connections going. So I'm super excited to see what we all end up doing there. In addition to that, I have a number of end-of-year meetups with friends and my ecstatic dance community and my pole dancing community, and I'm just feeling all of the great celebration vibes. And also, I love this time of year because generally it is a time to wrap up and celebrate the year that I've just experienced. And so I've been working my way through my end of year process that I love to do in either December or January. This year I've started it on the 1st of December. I'll be doing one exercise a day, which is basically just a list of different journal questions and prompts. And you can actually get a copy of my exact process. It's called Create Your Beautiful Year. If you want to pick up a copy of that workbook that you can use every single year from here on out. It helps you really stay connected to your purpose, figure out what it is, review the year you've had, ask yourself those big questions that we should be asking at least once a year to get out new and updated answers, and also to help you set intentions and come up with an action plan and strategies for the next year ahead. So you can find that at letitiaringe.com/shop, and the workbook is called Create Your Beautiful Year. Alrighty, let's dive into today's episode. I'm super excited to share today's episode. The topic is building a world-class business in the coaching and personal development industry. And in today's episode, I'll be sharing what I even mean when I talk about a world-class business and why I'm using this term so often now. I'm going to be sharing my model for creating a world-class business. And I'm also going to be sharing 5 qualities that you can focus your attention on deepening into today in order to position yourself for a world-class business. Now, this is actually a follow-on episode from the more recent episode I did about how to become an award-winning coach. In that episode, I shared 5 qualities for being award-winning. These are the 5 qualities that I believe I have really nurtured and displayed from the beginning of my coaching business that positioned me to be actually recognized as an award-winning coach very early on in my first year of my coaching business. And so today's episode is taking things to that next level when you want to create something that is truly world-class. Now, before I dive into those 3 topics for today, I also want to let you know that following on from this episode, I have a new resource for our community, and you do not want to miss out. This is a free, completely complimentary 5-day training that I have created for everyone in our community who is running a business or thinking about running a business in the coaching and personal development industry. And in this training, I teach you my 5 pillars for creating and growing a world-class business. The training is called World Class, and you can register for that training right now today. Make sure you do it because you don't want to forget. We know how easy it is to get distracted generally and at this time of year. So go ahead right now to letitiaringe.com/world class, and I'll be sending out the first training later this week. So depending on when you're listening to this episode, you're either going to get the training right away or you'll be waiting a couple of days. I'm super excited to bring this training to you all. It is a training that I want to make sure that every single person who is interested in my approach to business and who is learning from me about business has made sure you've taken, because it's going to fill in so many gaps that you really need to know about in order to powerfully move forward. And so I've really taken a lot of intentional time to put this training together for you all. And I'm so excited, as I know it's going to help you really leap forward when it comes to growing your world-class business. Okay, so let's talk about what I mean when I use this term world-class and why I'm now using this term. So first thing I want you to know is that when I use the term world-class, I'm not talking about being perfect. There is no perfect business. There is no perfect way to approach your business. But what I do mean when I talk about world-class is there is a potential within each and every one of us when it comes to the businesses we're creating. And I want my work to support you in exploring and accessing that potential. Now, we tend to filter ourselves, right? We decide, hey, this is like all I'm going to explore. I've reached my capacity in terms of my confidence, my courage when it comes to the way I'm leading within our industry and the business that I'm creating. I've reached my capacity for vulnerability. I've reached my capacity for leadership. And what I want to help you all do is continue exploring that capacity. So when I talk about world class, I'm really talking about showing up for your business and your work in a way that is not limited. So what that actually looks like to you as an individual will be different to what it looks like to the person next to you, and what that looks like compared with what I think is a world-class business. And that's a beautiful thing, and that's exactly the way I want it to be. So my work on business is about helping you to access and explore your potential, because I know that this is how we position ourselves as leaders in our industry. It's how we evolve the industry. It's how we really make it a profession. It's how we make it the best it can be. It's how we serve our clients. It's how we build trust with our community, and also in the way our industry is perceived by those outside of the industry. And that is what I want for you. And it's also what I want for us as an industry as a whole. Okay, so that is what I mean when I use the term world class. Please note that world class is not a destination. It is an exploration of your potential, which means we're not trying to arrive anywhere particular. We are exploring your potential and allowing that to be expressed through your business and through your work in the world. This is what creates world-class results. It helps you to create a world-class life. It helps you to be world-class. It helps you to create a world-class business, world-class expertise, and even a world-class experience of growth and transformation. And the way that I teach you to operate at this level is, of course, using a holistic approach. So you'll hear me using the term world-class results holistic approach. And the reason we want to take a holistic approach to the way we grow, lead, and run our businesses and explore this world-class potential within us is because this is truly the only way we can do it that is sustainable, that is aligned, and that will actually create lasting results. We are humans, and that means everything that we do has consequences. It is really important to understand what those consequences are and also all of the different things that impact what we're doing. So that's why I look at absolutely everything holistically. Even the body of work I created on conscious relationships, like I took a holistic approach to that subject, and it's the same for business. So in business, I look at business holistically. I help people with marketing, sales, your offers, your team, your systems, your support, like everything in your business. And we also look at the business as well as your life, as well as you. How do we make sure that business thrives as well as your life, as well as you? Because if you're not thriving, then it doesn't mean anything if the business is thriving. If your life is not thriving, but your business is, you're also going to grow resentful towards your business. So we don't want that either. And we always need you to thrive, obviously, so that you can enjoy both the business and your life. I also look at you as a whole person. You have a mind, you have a body, and you've got an intuition or a soul. And so we need to make sure that the way we work with you is working with these three systems within you. We look at your masculine and feminine energy, creative energy within you as well as within the business. So we're always looking at everything using this holistic approach so that we can create something sustainable. It's all about the way you approach your business. We'll look at how one result impacts other results across your life, within yourself, and within the business. This is really important as it is what enables you to create a unique business that's right for you and also explore this world-class unfiltered potential within you in a way that doesn't sacrifice important areas or other results in your life or business. So, with all of that said, let's now talk about my model for creating a world-class business. So the core desire that most people I work with in the coaching and personal development industry have, who also really want to create a world-class business, is they basically want to build a thriving, heart-centered, impact-driven business in the coaching and personal development industry that makes a positive difference to the lives of their clients, contributes to the world in a positive way, and also allows them to thrive within themselves and across their life. So the three supporting desires here are we want to have a thriving life, we want to have a thriving business, and we also want you to thrive. And there are 5 main blocks to thriving within your life, your business, and yourself. Those 5 blocks are as follows. Number 1, your lifestyle is not supported. Either the life that you want to live is not supported by your business, or the life that you are living does not support your business. So there's a lack of alignment there, and that's something that we have to sort out in order to create a world-class business. Number 2, your income is not where you want it to be. Either you're not being paid or you're being underpaid. And that could be in terms of financial sustainability, or it could be just in terms of what your financial goals and desires are. And so that's something we need to sort out. Number 3, your impact is not where you want it to be. So you're underserving. That could be because you're simply not experiencing enough clients to get the experience and to have the impact you desire. It could be that your confidence is being impacted and so you're not serving at the level you want. It could be that you're not experiencing the client results you know are possible, Or it could be that you simply are not accessing your potential in terms of your impact because of a lack of professional development, which is something we don't have required of us within our industry. Number 4 is your relationship with growth is unsustainable. Typically within our industry, the way we see growth and transformation, even though it's a core element of everything we do and support our clients with, we have this conditioning that growth and transformation comes at the sacrifice of yourself and also is difficult and a challenging, hard process. But we're always growing and evolving, and we need to improve our point of reference and our experience of growth and transformation so that we're choosing what we're growing intentionally, because that's happening whether you're choosing to do it or not, and also so that we're approaching our growth and transformation in a way that is both sustainable and effective. This is what I call conscious transformation, and I have created some really incredible tools to support my clients in creating lasting changes and also having a positive and supportive relationship with growth and transformation. And finally, alignment. So sometimes the way my clients are working in their business is not aligned. It's not lighting them up, or it's not aligned with their zones of genius, or it's not allowing them to be a human. And so they keep expecting more from themselves only to meet themselves again and again. Sometimes the business isn't actually aligned with what their mission and deeper purpose is. And so that's something we need to get clear on. So bringing a feeling of alignment and confidence and ease to the business and within themselves is really, really important. So that's also something we need to sort out. So my holistic business framework is my solution to these 5 challenges that stop my clients from thriving in life, business, and within themselves. And there are 5 pillars to this framework, and they are as follows. We want to first have a thriving, world-class life. Secondly, we want to have a thriving, world-class business. Thirdly, we want to have thriving, world-class expertise. Fourthly, we want to have thriving, world-class growth and transformation. And fifth and finally, we want to have thriving, world-class you. When we get these 5 elements right, this is what leads us to the lifestyle, the income, the impact, the growth, the alignment, as well as the confidence and ease that we're all desiring. So that is my model for creating a world-class business in the coaching and personal development industry. And again, I remind you that in my new free training that is now available for all of you over at letitiaringe.com/world-class, I take you much, much deeper into the process and the tools that need to be applied in order to implement those 5 pillars. Okay, lastly, in today's episode, I'm going to share with you 5 qualities that help you start to explore this way of operating in your business that is truly world-class. The first quality is focus. One of the qualities we learn throughout our business journey as we mature is something I call entrepreneurial maturity. And the key quality in terms of entrepreneurial maturity is focus. So you actually learn as you move throughout your business journey that in order to be more successful, you have to be more focused. So we have fewer offers, we have fewer strategies, we have fewer things to focus our attention on so that we can truly be great at what we do. And also so that we're able to pinpoint what is and isn't working in our business to create the results we desire. So learning how to be more focused and really honing in and refining that quality within yourself is one of the best qualities that you can develop in order to position yourself to create a world-class business. The second quality is depth. Rather than going wider, we want to go deeper. So one of the tools I share with my clients is how to create a world-class offer and body of work in their business. Rather than focusing on building all of your great, exciting new ideas and putting them into offers, you're going to think about creating deeper, not wider. You're going to become the best at delivering a particular body of work and offer to your community, rather than throwing different and new solutions at them, which doesn't enable you to get better and go deeper into solving the problem for your clients and community. Depth is so important. You can apply this quality in many different ways. For instance, in terms of the way you work with the people who support you in your life, if you go deeper with the people who are already supporting you rather than going wider, like a lot of people want more certifications, want to work with more coaches, more therapists, more. And you just remain surface level. If you want to go deeper, you have long-term relationships. You focus on going deeper with what you already have. You focus on going deeper into your zones of genius, deeper into your programs, deeper into the problem you're solving. Depth is a really, really important quality. It's also part of entrepreneurial maturity, and it will really, really complement the quality of focus so that you can position yourself to create a world-class business. Number 3, patience. So as I share all of these qualities, I think they sound so boring, and maybe this is like part of maturing as an adult and as a business owner, but they truly are what allows you to use less of your energy in order to create more impact and more results. And patience is one of them. Most of us are like a naughty little teenager running around and getting distracted by all of the things instead of patiently executing our strategies, patiently waiting for the results to arrive in our life. And the more we practice patience, the more we go to that next level in our business, the better results we experience. Like sometimes I talk about the way to ensure success is just to stick around. So those people who stay in the game are the ones who are going to set themselves up to win the game, right? You can't win it if you ditch the game. So learning how to be patient is definitely a quality that you need to develop as a business owner and in order to be truly world-class at what you do. The 4th quality is support. So again, as you mature as a business owner, as you become world-class, you realize operating at a world-class level and having the most effective business that you can requires you to have support. You'll have support through systems and processes, and you'll have support through people. These people could be team members, and they can also be your mentors and coaches, people like me. In order to think at a higher level, in order to work around your blind spots and see around them, in order to unlock new ways of exploring your brain, in order to go deeper and stay focused, having support is really, really important. And that is what working with a coach or mentor like myself can give you. 5th and finally, devotion. I wanted to use the word commitment, but I decided to use the word devotion instead because I think it has just so much more power than the word committed, but it also does mean the same thing. In terms of our work, we have to be devoted in order to be world-class. There is just way too much required of us in order to be world-class at what we do. So devotion to me really means that, again, you're purpose-driven, which is one of the qualities I shared to be award-winning, and you're also devoted to sticking around for the long term. I simply do not know how you could do that without devotion. And so exploring your devotion and that quality within yourself is fundamental to being world-class at what you do. Now, as a reminder, the 5 qualities I shared for being award-winning were experience, skill, practice, purpose-driven, and courage. The 5 qualities for being world-class are focus, depth, patience, support, and devotion. I would love for you all to explore these 5 qualities within you over the coming weeks and really support yourself through exploring those 5 qualities to position yourself for exploring that unlimited potential, that world-class potential that exists within you and your business and work in the world. And to take things even further, remember to go ahead right now and register for my new free training called World Class. You'll learn how to grow a world-class business in the coaching and personal development industry so that you're creating world-class results using a holistic approach. Go ahead and register now and make sure you make your way through that training so that you learn the key tools and my process for creating just that. Again, you can do that at letitiaringe.com/worldclass. All right, everyone, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm so looking forward to continuing to support you to operate at a world-class level when it comes to your business. Thank you for listening to the Create a Life That Is Beautiful podcast, your go-to resource for personal development and coaching. To deepen your learning and practice, make sure you're subscribed to receive our community newsletter. Subscribe at letitiaringe.com/newsletter. And if you haven't yet left a 5-star review for the podcast, we ask that you please do that now so that this podcast can reach other listeners who also want to join us in creating a life that is beautiful.